Hey guys, you're watching That Tattoo Chick. So I'm going to kind of make this video brief because I'm running on like a very low battery. But anyway, basically what I wanted to talk about was pagans and their persecution complex. I know that a lot of people are going to get pissed off about this video, and I'm just letting you know right now I don't give a shit. Sorry. This is my view, this is my opinion. If you like it, awesome. If you don't, fuck you very much. Don't care. So basically what I wanted to talk about is how a lot of pagans have this persecution complex. And they're just like, oh, I've been so abused and so persecuted and so oppressed. Well, look, it could be a lot worse. We could still be getting burned at the stake. Alright? I'm not saying that persecution and oppression doesn't still happen, because I know for a fact that it does. I've experienced it firsthand for myself. I've been a witch for going on 11 years now. I understand, alright? I know it's real. What's not real is that everyone is out to get you, and everyone wants you hung because you're a witch. It almost seems like some of you want to be persecuted just to have something to bitch about. And you're not fighting the real battle. You know, when you say things like that, and when pagans do things like this, you know, and they just go on and on about how persecuted they've been throughout the ages, it really doesn't make us seem any tougher or any stronger as a faith. It really just makes us seem like a bunch of sniveling cowards. I mean, really it does. You know, and I understand, you know, that we have had our fair share of persecution, but so has every other religious group. And you don't see the rest of them going around saying, oh, well, we were just so abused, blah, 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 blah. I mean, come on, guys. We have to grow up as a faith. The battle that we are fighting right now isn't against Christianity. It's not against Muslims. It's not against Judaism. It's not against patriarchal religion or anything like that. It's against ignorance. We are fighting ignorance. And if you sit there and you continue on this persecution attitude, all you're doing is perpetuating that ignorance, because nobody wants to listen to you because you seem like a sniveling brat that wants everything handed to you. And that's just not how the world works, guys. Sorry, it's just not. And it makes the whole, you know, paganism as a whole look bad. You know, I know some people follow a warrior path and they feel that they have to jump to every battle. That's not what being a warrior is about, trust me. You know, being a warrior is about picking and choosing your battles wisely and fighting the battles that actually matter in the long run. Because think about it, your mom throwing away your pinnacle or whatever is not true persecution. I'm sorry. You know, I've been there, done that, had to go through it my damn self. The way to look at that is your gods are making you stronger. You are going through this for a reason, and it's to make you stronger. Not so that you can get on your high horse about how persecuted you are. And I understand there's a time and a place that it needs to be talked about, but any time that you feel even the inkling of persecution is not the time to be throwing that up. Instead, that's the time to be opening a dialogue with these other people and trying to explain what you believe, trying to illuminate the ignorance a little bit, you know, and try to shed some light on the subject, because let's face it, they probably don't even know what you're talking about. So education is the real sword that we need to be picking up. And the battle that we're fighting is against ignorance, not against patriarchal religion, not against book religion, not against our parents, not against our peers. It's against ignorance. Alright? And I think that a lot of people really need a reality check on what it is that we as a religious group are trying to focus on. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, like I've had friends that have gotten fired from their jobs when it came out of the woodwork that they were pagan. You know, I mean, I'm not saying persecution isn't real. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, because I know for a fact it does. But there is a time and a place to get your panties in a wad about something. There's a time and a place to pick up, you know, a fight, you know. And any little time somebody disagrees with you, it's not that time. That's just their own. And if they refuse to listen to you, and they refuse to listen to what Wicca and paganism is really about, that's their problem. That's their darkness. That's not yours. So just don't even fuck with it, because, you know, just light a candle for them and hope that someday they go through enough life experience that, you know, they can open up their minds a little bit more. Other than that, it's not your problem. Worry about the big stuff, not the petty shit. I think that a lot of pagans forget that. Anyway, so I know that this is probably a very offensive video, and I don't care. This is how I feel. These are my thoughts. These are my feelings. on the subject. To be a true warrior is to know when you're going to fight, which battles to fight, and how to go about fighting them. You don't always have to fight every little single thing that disagrees with you. It's not about that. It's about leading by example and being the best person that you can be, so that if someone may meet another pagan, they can remember you and say, oh, well, I've met a pagan before. I know that they're not bad people, and that helps open doorways. Be the best person that you can be. Don't be afraid to talk rationally about your religion. If somebody is going to disagree with you and fight with you, then the best thing you can do is walk away, because they're not worth the breath that you're wasting on them. So, there you go. Our battle is against ignorance. And it's not against everyone that disagrees with us, and it's not even against Christianity, and it's not against those that we imagine or really are persecuting us. It's against ignorance. And I think a lot of people forget that and forget the bigger picture. And it's time to take a step back and get your attitudes in check, and grow up a little bit. Anyway, so I am sure I've pissed a lot of people off, and I want to once again assure you that I don't care. These are my thoughts and my opinions. Feel free to share yours with me, whether you agree or disagree. But please be willing to rationalize your point with me. Because I'm definitely going to do that with you, and I deserve the same respect. Anyway, merry meet, merry part until we merry meet again. Blessed be.